Hey, welcome back to the channel. As you all know, if you followed my channel for a while, you know that I'm a serious ammosexual, and I'm also a major fanboy of Henry repeating arms, specifically the Henry Big Boy line, chambered in 357 Magnum. And unfortunately, about 18 months ago, my big boy with the brass receiver and the beautiful wood and all that was stolen out of my car. Lesson learned, don't keep your firearms in your car. It was, not in plain sight, but the car was broken into for other reasons apparently, and they happened to find it in there. My bad. And I've been butthurt ever since. Conflicted, should I get another big boy? And right when I was about to replace it, Henry came out with, you guessed it, the X gun. And I was, having an experience, an ammo orgasm kind of thing. And I wanted to get one, and guess what? It was not in 357 Magnum. And I went, oh man, God. And the X gun had the side gate loading capability in addition to the regular magazine. And I go, that's perfect. I mean, that's what I've always wanted, right? A tactical lever gun. But it wasn't available. And you all know when the X gun came out as a line, and it's been months. And I started looking for it, and people said, it's never going to come out. It's a, it's kind of a funny gun. Nobody's going to buy one, and so forth. And just like what always happens, and it does, you're walking through the gun store, and there it is. The only one. Yeah. The only one. And you know what happens to the only one, right? You get it, or somebody else will. It's just that simple. My Chiappa Rhino was the same way. I've been looking for one for years. And finally one showed up in a gun case at a gun store, and I got it right then. So I asked the guy, did he have, because I didn't think they would, did you have the Henry X gun and 357 Magnum? And he looked at me, and he went, you mean this one? I said, I hate you so much right now, because I wasn't intending to really put out money. And he goes, yeah. And I looked at it, and he says, you know what they do, right? You want to hold it? I said, I hate you so much. And I went, yeah. So I held it. And as you can see, it found its way home. But I wasn't expecting, the gun to be what it was. First of all, I love the big boy with the brass and the wood. It was man jewelry. Beautiful. I mean, your eyes would turn at the range and stuff, right? But this is the practical, tactical, self-defense firearm that you can depend on. Let me go over some of the cool things that Henry did. Well, first of all, it's not man jewelry, unless you're a tactical, practical type guy, like I am. Everything is polymer, from stock, the grip, and as you know, they put some pick rails down here so you can mount a light or something else. They added fiber optic sights instead of that brass bead thing that you couldn't hardly see fore and aft. They're nice fiber optic sights. Zeroing them, the lever is perfect. The lever, instead of that big round honking thing that you would get from them to upgrade, this lever is perfectly designed for comfort when manipulating the lever, even with gloves on. I mean, you almost don't feel it. It's nice and smooth. If you have gloves, it's not an issue. Excellent design for the lever itself. And in addition, if you look where your trigger goes, they've extended and rounded this part so that you can stay on the gun while you're working the lever, and your trigger finger almost never gets, it will not get caught in here. Will not get caught in here as you come back after the lever closes and go back onto the trigger. Really fast. Makes it really fast shooting the gun. It comes pre-drilled, not pre-drilled, but has sling positions already on it. So all you have to do is get a sling. And every rifle should have a sling. It has an attachment fore and aft. Really nice buttstock, although you really don't need it with this for recoil, because there is no recoil in this thing. I mean, none. And all I shoot is 357 Magnum because I reload and it's cheap. But if you shoot 38 specials in here, I mean, it's like shooting a 22. I mean, it's nothing. And it's got some M-lock over here, so you can mount a side light if you want to do that, or a tripod. You don't need a tripod with this thing. Now, my eyes, I need a red dot, and I highly recommend a red dot on this, just like you would put one on a shotgun, for example. And this is a true glow. It costs 80 bucks, and it has, 4 different reticle designs, 6 different brightness settings, red and green. Perfect for a rifle like this. And it was like 80 bucks. You have to get the attachment, additional pick rail. You can get it from Henry, or if you're lucky, like I was, you can find it at your gun store. And it zeroed really fast, and it's dead on, dead on at I zero 50 yards. And for a defense gun, 50 yards out to 100 yards is really good, and this is really good. Very accurate. Very accurate. It's lightweight. It's shorter, so it makes a good truck gun, right? And as I said, it has a side gate loading, right? It has 8 rounds in the magazine because it's a shorter barrel than the regular big boy. It is threaded. It is threaded for a suppressor. Now, I don't have a suppressor because I don't want to wait and spend the money, and you don't need one really. But if you get a suppressor on this and you go subsonic, it's almost Hollywood quiet, or like shooting a suppressed 22. I mean, that's this rifle. Now, my experience with it. I've got a couple hundred rounds through this thing now. Now, when I first took it to the range, I had a lot of failure to feed. Failure to feed. After, you go through a little and it would hang up, and that round wouldn't feed into the chamber. But after a couple hundred rounds, the action got way smoother, and now it's just like butter. So if you get one of these, just be patient. You're going to have to put some rounds through it to get everything to work its way out. That is the Henry X gun in 357 Magnum. It is my new sex toy, and it's perfect. I love this gun for practical reasons, not because it's the most beautiful thing in the world. Although I've come to love it. So, hats off to Henry Repeating Arms. You guys did a great job with this one. Thanks so much. I wish y'all would come out with this first, but I understand all the hunting guys got to get their stuff out first, the big bullets. But this one, if you can get one of these, you will not be disappointed. Not be disappointed, because 357 Magnum coming out of an 18-inch barrel brings a ruckus. I mean, it's a very powerful hitting round for almost anything that you would need it for. And like you can top off the gun through the side gate. And what I really liked, which was different, is that because the barrel is a little shorter, using the tube magazine, the way they designed it, it's super easy and super fast. Unlike with my big boy, it was kind of difficult. So you get the best of both worlds with this rifle. So there you go. Henry Big Boy X gun 357 Magnum, my new sex toy. Thanks for watching. Carry on.